Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast, a deep dive into all things Disney Vacation Club. We share tips, tricks, and insider info, helping you make the most of your membership. Join us for the latest news, reviews, and interviews with DVC experts and enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned DVC member or considering your first contract, this podcast is for you. Now, here are your hosts, Mike Hurley and Gary Arruda.
Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. This is episode 53, recorded in the D. Fauntleroy Recording Studios in Sarasota, Florida, and Cranston, Rhode Island. I'm your host, Mike, in Florida, joined by my cousin and co-host, Gary, up in Rhode Island. Good evening, Gary.
Hi, Pards. What's happening?
Just before we went out in the pool a few hours ago, I got down that rabbit hole on Facebook. We were watching Gary Lay, his retirement, his announcement. And he was on for a while with Frank Coletta. So you have like a Frank and a Gary.
Yeah, that's right.
On that same show. And Frank had a mug. It was just white and in black letters. It said Frank.
Oh, really?
And she wants me to get you one that you can use for the podcast. You'd kind of like the Dave Letterman, just fill it with water and have on one side it says Gary and on the other side say Frank. You'd happily display that in the studio,
like
wouldn't you?
Hold it up one side or the other. Yeah, sure.
Gary Frank. I'm like, only in Rhode Island are you going to have two people on a newscast, one named Frank and the weatherman being Gary. Gary Lake.
So he just retired, or you were watching?
It was just he retired in 2015. I didn't even realize he had retired.
I was going to say, I thought it was a while ago.
And then Patrice, he joined like WJAR back in 1985, and then Patrice Wood did her whole thing. I'm like, I think she might still actually be there.
So supposedly, I don't know if this is true. Someone once told me that Patrice Wood, she used to play golf at Agawam when I worked there.
Uh-huh.
She would come out and play. And I think she changed her name for TV.
Oh, Patrice. I think you had told me that. We had a discussion years ago about news names.
And her real first name is Holly. So her name is Hollywood.
Hollywood.
That would be a bad name for TV, wouldn't it?
I think that's actually a better news name, don't you? Because it sounds more fake.
Hollywood. I don't know. It sounds it's too fake.
That
also might not be true.
Tony DiBiasio.
Anyway, all the people listening to our Rhode Island newscasters from 15 years ago, really, really loving this content, I'm sure.
It's all good. We put out great content. Do you agree or no?
Oh, that's actually true. According to Wikipedia, born Holly Patrice Wood.
Oh, she's got a Wikipedia page.
Yeah. Imagine that.
What would your name be?
Hollywood. Probably just my name. I don't think I would change it.
If you just skyrocketed and got to like drive in New York City, replacing Mike and the Mad Dog, you would just be Gary.
I don't think people change it that much anymore.
Gary and the Mad Dog, Sports Radio 66.
Unless your name is like the same as somebody that's already famous. Like if my name was Ricky Henderson, I'd probably change it to something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, we have. I think these storms are moving out. I was a little concerned that we might lose power. We got hammered, and all you heard was fire trucks. That's never a good storm.
No.
You just hear fire truck after fire truck going up the road. It's like, that's not good.
Patrice, what's on the agenda for today, Michael?
We're going to talk about your stay coming up 11 months from now. We're going, talk about a trip preview.
That's an early trip preview.
This is a very, very early trip preview. But we had gone back and forth because you were talking a little dirty with me a couple nights ago. You were using that 4-letter word.
Oh, the walk word?
Yes.
Yeah. I ended up not having to do that. I was able to snag a pretty highly sought after room.
So let's talk about your portfolio right now. Can we start?
Actually, before we get into that, I actually had to modify once because there was someone else walking, and I had to like grab days that they were getting out of as they walked.
Oh, I see.
So I guess maybe that's walking, but I only had to do it once. Anyway, You want to ask me about my portfolio?
Yeah, because I got very concerned when you said, "Guess how many points I'm getting out of my." Was it your Saratoga Springs contract? And
Yeah.
December is your use year, and I was actually on the high side.
Mm.
I guessed that you were getting 12, and you had told me that it's 11. 11 points out of your 160 point contract.
It's actually 19. I was wrong about that.
Okay,
I went
yeah,
back
okay.
and
So,
looked. December 2025, I have 19 of 160 points available. And then I had a lot in my Animal Kingdom because I only have 100 Animal Kingdom, but I had some banked from the prior year, and then I booked it. So I have 0 now because I already booked something. But I'm going to be in the positive though, Pards. If I end up banking these 19 that are still there, I'll be back over my minimum for 2026. This could be my get good year.
like I said, you don't want to get good. You just need an excuse to get more points.
That's a good point too. To just keep using them, burn through them, and just say we need another 100, 150.
I think the problem is that you just get into poor spending habits with a credit card, and before you know it, it's completely out of control. Now you have 4 contracts, and you can't go on vacation for 3 years now.
Not that you really dislike that play, because that just means you need 5 contracts.
Like I said, we could do credit counseling here at the Addicted to DVC podcast. Don't you think we could have people who are in dire, like the Dave Ramsey show?
Yeah,
Rice and beans, beans and rice, and just
instead of
back up.
Yeah, but instead of talking about money, we're just talking about points. Get back
Points,
to like
yes,
where
yeah.
you need
We'll
to
get
be.
you. We got to get you out of debt. Exactly.
You're gonna have to stay at Saratoga in a studio for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to do it. You get debt free.
Which isn't a bad option because that's one of my favorite studios.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's you gotta start writing it out for people. You
And you have
can't stay
animals like me.
at the Grand Floridian when you have a Saratoga Springs budget.
Yep. That is true. Having a Saratoga Springs budget. Yeah, exactly. Can't be balling at these high-end deluxes and 1 bedrooms.
No, you can't be doing a 1-bedroom club level and expecting to be having points left over.
So you have 19 coming for Saratoga Springs.
Yep, out of 160.
Okay, and how much will your Animal Kingdom be on December 1st?
0.
No, I'm just saying if you hadn't used any points.
I had 172.
Okay.
172.
And what do you? That's on a 100-point contract.
Yeah.
So you had 72, and then you had 100 coming, and now you just whacked out 172 points.
184. So I had to borrow 12 from my Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
Because I can't use my Saratoga points to book
for the
11
month. Right. Yep.
But I'm still ahead. Because if I bank those 19, that's still more than the 12. So I'll be like 7 points ahead for 2026.
And your booking window is coming out is September, if I do the math correctly, or
my banking window?
Yeah.
It's July 31st. I already banked all my points out of 2024.
Okay.
Because I'm still in the 2024 use year right now.
Correct. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's your use year -4, so that's right. It would be the end of July.
Yep. So I'm pretty good. I feel like I'm pretty good. So I was just messing around. We were going to go a little earlier next year. We're going to go end of June.
What made you come up with that decision?
The biggest thing was my daughters wanted to go on 626 for Stitch.
You had mentioned that.
No, I don't really care. It doesn't matter. They're out of school at that point. So what difference does it make on the first week of July or the last week of June?
Yeah, I agree. Especially, the weather's going to be the same, and the points you said are pretty much the same. So
they're the same. The point, it starts June 15th. June 15th or August 31st.
My only thing that I would have looked into is crowd sizes.
I don't think it's a big difference between the end. Actually, the end of June was much lower this year than beginning of July, from what I saw.
Okay.
But again, that's all going to be the same. So I just wanted to get something on the books. So I was fiddling around, and then I saw a 1-bedroom value had 4 nights available. So I just booked it. I said, you know what? I'll just book it. We can always change it if we want to switch to something else at the 7-month mark. So I booked a 4 nights for like the 22nd through the 26th on the morning of the 22nd of July. So I booked those 4 nights. And then you know how you can like look ahead and see what's available and what's not? And there was one day missing, like the 27th was booked, but everything after it was open. So the next day I went on and just checked, and I extended it by 4 more nights. So I have 8 nights in the 1-bedroom value right now.
1-bedroom value. What are these running you a night?
It's 184 total. So let's look at the point chart. I'll tell you exactly.
Just doing it really quick in my head.
Yeah, because obviously the weekend's a little different, but
sure.
I mean, that's a real no-brainer. So the value, 1-bedroom, 21 points weekday, 24 points on the weekend.
Wow. How many?
21 and 24.
Oh, so it's only a 3-point spread for the weekend. That's nice.
Yeah. And if you look at, it's actually cheaper to stay at a 1-bedroom value than it is to stay at a studio with a Savannah view. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's club level. I apologize. I was looking at the wrong thing.
What would you rather stay at?
I don't know. That's tough.
That's
a tough question. I think I'd rather stay at a 1-bedroom than a club level studio for 8 nights, like for 1 or 2 nights.
No, you could do a split stay though.
Yeah. I mean, I could still look, see if anything pops up for club level, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Now, where are the values over at Kidani?
No, they're all at Jumbo House.
Okay.
Okay. And I think they're like near the stairwells or something because
they're going to be the rooms I don't like.
The oddly shaped ones.
They're a little smaller. Like Copper Creek.
I don't know. They could be. So, I mean, for that price, it's, I don't know. How do you beat that? A 1-bedroom for 24 points, 21 points?
No, you can't. No, you can't. I mean, again, this is a one-time thing. I better never hear this coming out of your mouth again next year.
It's just because. But see, I like spending points, but I also like stretching them at the same time. It's an odd conundrum that I have. Like, you like a lot of stays. I like to stretch my points on one stay and see how many I get a good bang for my buck.
Yeah.
The only thing that's going to hurt me, Pards, I'm just looking at it. That's already hurting me. The kids want to stay at Bay Lake Tower for
a couple nights. Yeah. Are you able to do that?
I can do it. I have all those. I could borrow points if I needed to. However, how many points do you think a 1-bedroom resort view in July?
A resort view?
Yeah, so the lowest point.
The same thing you're doing. And you're 21 over at the value. I want to say for a 1-bedroom, you are looking at during the week. Okay. Grand Floridian in September is 31 and Riviera is 29. So they would be probably in the low 40s during that time. Contemporary is going to be a few below that. I want to say 38 points.
It's actually only 31 for the resort during the week and 39 on Friday and Saturday.
Do you think that's because Contemporary is more of a local hotel for them to jack it up that much? They obviously have much more demand on weekends than Animal Kingdom Lodge just by looking at the point chart. So do you think that's more of a local who wants to stay on weekends at the Contemporary?
Maybe it's 8 points more.
Yeah, that's a lot, don't you think?
And it's only 3 points more over there. I think it's just math. I don't think there's a lot of rhyme or reason to the weekend.
Because I'm like you when it comes to that. We don't stay on weekends. We do the Sunday through Tuesday. It's just so much more points. And it's going to be busier. When we go up there for 3 days, we try to do some parks, and I'd rather have the non-locals be there on a
Of course.
Friday night and Saturday.
Yeah. I mean, for us, we have to. If we're staying for 7 or 8 nights,
You have to do it. Sure.
So that would mean, obviously, if I was going to spend a couple nights at Bay Lake, you'd have to do that during the week. You're not going to go up to 39.
Yeah, no. That would be a complete nope.
But from 21 to 31 for 2 nights, 10 more points, 20 more points, I think that's okay.
What were you thinking? 3 nights at the Contemporary?
I was thinking 3, but maybe just do 2.
Is it worth a split stay for just 2?
I mean, we did 2 nights at club level. That was worth it. I don't know. That's a bigger change, though, going from Animal Kingdom to the Contemporary also.
What's the kids? Why are the kids so googly goggy over the?
I don't know. They just like it. They haven't been there. They just want to check it out. I get it.
I mean, the typical kid thing that they just like the Grand Canyon concourse and the monorail that goes through, and
yeah, that's a big part of it for sure.
Because I don't blame them. We were actually talking about that today. How I'm dying to stay there now, especially the new refurbished. I've always liked Bay Lake. I would never own there, but I do like. I just like the dining options. I like the scenery.
Do you think there's any reason to own at like Bay Lake?
Yeah,
it's a good value contract.
Yeah, so I think for a monorail resort, if you're looking at a less expensive, plus it's a little older than the Grand and the Polynesian, so you're going to get a little bang for your buck. I could see owning there.
There's not a huge 11-month advantage there. I feel like that doesn't really fill up. Maybe some of the studios, like the cheaper point, but like 1-bedrooms, those are always the easiest to get anyway.
Yeah, I'd have to research that. But I think people are buying contracts based on studios.
I agree.
Majority of the people are.
Yeah. Or 2-bedroom.
Yeah, 2-bed. Yeah, I agree. They sell out faster than 1-bedroom, but most people are basing their needs on a studio. I think a lot of people grow into the 1-bedroom. You and I never thought about 1-bedrooms.
No, I assumed I would just be able to suck it up in studios, but it's
which
nice.
You can. I mean, it's fine, but
yeah, of course we could. And if we were really trying to save points, we could have tried to do that.
But you and I vacation differently. Even for you, who only comes once a year, you're still a take it or leave it with the parks. Like if you have a kid that 11 in the morning wants to get the heck out and the other kid wants to stay, you're more apt to saying, "Hey, I'll go back. I'll go back. I'll go to Disney Springs. I'll do."
Yeah, depending on what the things are, because there's a lot of stuff Sarah won't ride.
Right.
So like if one of them wants to stay to do like the teacups or something, then I gotta stay to do that.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it does depend on that.
I'm just saying you're not there 15 hours a day.
No. I mean, we'll stay sometimes, and if we're having a good time, we're not going to rush out, but a lot of times I'm the one suggesting it. It gets close to lunchtime. I'm like, why don't we go back? We'll swim for a little bit, and we'll come back after dinner. Okay. And then you get to dinner, and you're like, you want to just stay here?
Yeah. That's the thing. It's so hard to go back, especially when you're in that gorgeous 1-bedroom and you're watching TV and I mean, unless it's Riviera and you jump on the Skyliner real quick, but
yeah,
when you have to do that bus action, that's tough, isn't it?
Well, that's why the Contemporary Bay Lake Tower would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because you could just walk over there.
Walk to Magic Kingdom for a few minutes and go back whenever you want. I don't know. Do you think it's worth just keeping the full boat at the value, even though we just stayed Animal Kingdom, doing it again? to get back on track, or do I try to do a split stay or abandon? Like, I'm okay with even abandoning the whole thing.
Yeah.
And just borrowing and doing something else, because I really wanted to do Saratoga this trip.
That's what immediately what I was thinking, because you said the kids have not done a stay there other than the tree houses, correct?
Well, no, we did a quick studio when we surprised them at Christmas time.
Oh,
but
yeah. But they've never done like their full,
like in the summer with the pools and everything. No, walking over to Disney Springs.
I mean, you could. What were you thinking? Maybe just 7-month it?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to
Your
reassess it.
Animal Kingdom point, obviously.
Yeah, reassess at 7 months and see what's available, what we want to do, how many points it would be, and go from there. Because I think I could possibly, if I borrow again from 2026, and then you start having that conversation about needing a few more points to do it the way we like to do it. Because I also like having that potential for the second trip, like whether it be Hilton Head for a couple nights, or just fly down and do something stupid on a weekend. Like, it's nice having the points sitting there for something in between. Scratch that itch, you know what I mean?
Could you ever just give a year up?
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like seeing 0. But I guess if we were planning on, like, I guess one of the problems is, let's say we wanted to give a year up and then save up and do California. It's so damn hard to get anything at the Grand California. You can't even plan it.
Yeah, no, you really can't. You could probably squeak out Disneyland, but it's hard. Even Disneyland.
I can't do that because I'm not eligible for that one.
Oh, that's correct. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I always said we could work something out, you and I.
Right. Yeah, I understand. But like, if I wanted to do Grand Cal, I'd want to do it like 2-bedroom
and that's you want to do Grand Cal. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Don't you?
They just started doing the refurbs there. Did you see that?
Yeah, a lot of people aren't very happy with the refurbs.
Yeah, I haven't taken a good look. We'll have to discuss that on a future episode.
We certainly can do that, Parts.
But where do you fall on this? Do you like getting back into budget, or do you think it's the once a year trip, do what we like?
Like I'm looking at Saratoga right now. So if you did a deluxe studio standard.
Well, the studio's not.
That's right. I'm sorry. That's out. That's 14. So you could really get ahead. But if we were to do a one bedroom standard, you're looking at 28 points during the week and 33 on the weekend, and you're doing 21, 24.
Yeah, that's a big difference, though.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah.
But like the one bedroom is gorgeous at Saratoga. I mean, it's hard.
The 1 bedroom at Saratoga is only like 3 points less than the Bay Lake Tower 1 bedroom.
Yeah, that's a problem, because when you look, you always justify the more points.
Yeah.
Like when we did, I think it might have been when we stayed at the Boardwalk to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's do contemporary. Kristen's like, it's just one night. We don't need to do contemporary. I mean, and we ended up waitlisting the cheapest room, and I think we got it for 11 points. You have to take it, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there's nothing wrong with Boardwalk.
No, Boardwalk's great. Boardwalk is 25 and 31 for a 1 bedroom.
No, yeah, it's 25-31, so it's a little cheaper than Saratoga.
Yeah.
And I'd rather stay at Boardwalk than Saratoga.
Yeah, I would too.
Because I think that's a resort your kids will love. You said Sarah doesn't necessarily like the resort or the theming, but I think your kids would love it. Just being around the boardwalk. They like that stuff. Mm-hmm.
And they loved Beach Club. They're dying to go back there too.
Yep.
But I don't know. That's the only thing that's bringing me pause is like Animal Kingdom. I love Animal Kingdom. Don't get me wrong, but I want to do a lot. I've done it.
Yeah.
Twice we've done it. We've stayed there 2 different times. But that's hard to pass up for a 1-bedroom for 8 nights, 184 points. I mean, that's
Certainly is.
It's a stupid. I almost wish I didn't do it because then I wouldn't have the question. You know what I mean?
Yes.
This is like hanging over me because you're gonna feel like a dummy giving it up. If I give up 4 of those nights and spend 150 points for 4 nights or something somewhere else, that one's gonna be painful, isn't it?
Yes. And the other thing I was thinking you do not want to do is you do not want your wife looking at point charts, because this could absolutely ruin all of your future stays.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would we spend $10 more a night when we could stay here? That's a hard one.
You know what the good news is? I don't think she's gonna want to go back to a studio either.
No. But I'm saying for the 1-bedrooms, like you could be staying at Animal Kingdom the rest of your life.
She's not like that though. She likes checking out the other resorts.
Okay, all right.
Like, I don't think she cares that much because she doesn't even care if we did 5 nights, she'd be fine. And that's the other option too. I could do
the potential of a third contract.
I think
that's what could ruin you.
Yeah.
Do we really need one when we could just, if we're running out of points, we could always back to throttle and stay? That's my concern. So just make sure she can't get her hands on.
Yeah, she doesn't have the login info right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't. I just need her to sign the contracts. I don't need her to have
here. Don't ask any questions.
Honey, could you write the check, please? And then
when you see 14 grand gone from our savings account, it's
don't worry about it. We're investing in our future vacations.
You are. I love the way DVC does those infomercials on their in-room TV, don't you?
Yeah. But yeah, that's, again, you talk about it all the time on why it's such a good product for how we like to do it, because it is so versatile. You get lucky, you get one of these real good, like, it's a good problem to have. Like, I'm still booked for 8 nights in a 1-bedroom, and I'm thinking, like, oh, could I do something? Like, that's pretty damn good.
Better? It's not bad, yeah.
Like, that's not a bad fallback plan, isn't it?
No.
And they are hard to get. Although I assume, again, the 1-bedroom is probably the easiest of the values to get.
Yeah.
Because the studio, look at this. That studio value, 9 points and 12 on the weekends that same week in June.
That's crazy.
That's insane, isn't it?
Yes.
I know there's only a few of them, so obviously they're not very easy to get, but it's still, it's wild.
So what are your options, you think, before we start?
Well, the first option is keep it and just go with it. And you know what? We do like the resort, the amenities there. It's nice. Like, we didn't ever feel like we ran out of things to do there at the hotel. The kids liked it. The pools are good. Obviously, you're looking at animals. The lobby's gorgeous. You can just hang out. Good restaurants. Just having Boma for breakfast available right outside your door is nice. Yep. The Mara is pretty good. Having the full kitchen, obviously, the 1-bedroom, that goes wherever you are. They are doing the refurbs, so those will be brand new rooms by then, I believe.
Which is a good option if you can knock on wood.
Yeah.
Get into one.
So hopefully that would be. And then, like I said, the other option would probably be a split stay with Bay Lake Tower and somewhere else. Like, that was the plan initially, doing maybe Saratoga for a couple nights and Bay Lake Tower for a couple nights. Split stay. Now looking at the Saratoga point chart, I don't know if I want to do that in a 1-bedroom.
How about Old Key West? Was that ever a consideration? That's a beautiful 1-bedroom.
So that is one that's the bottom of Sarah's list. She has no desire to stay there whatsoever.
Really? What's this all about?
She just doesn't like the resorts. Too spread out, too like the road. Because when we walked over there from Saratoga, it's like night and day. you feel like you're just walking in parking lots the whole time. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Like when you're at the main hospitality house or whatever, it's great. I love it. And the rooms are great if you get into the 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom. You're not wrong about that. But if you're way off and you don't have a car and you have to walk all the way through like all the parking lots and stuff to get to the main lobby, that kind of stinks.
Yeah, and the last thing you want to do is get on an internal bus. That's not fun.
Right. And whereas at least Saratoga, if you have to walk, it's like you're going by fountains and it's a nicer walk.
I agree. That's Kristen's least favorite resort as well, too. There's something about it that we've stayed there. She just stayed there once. I've been there now 3 times, but I just like the 3-bedroom. And I'll probably just go alone. Like I said to you, that I could just go up there and stay in a 1-bedroom on a Saturday and watch a Gator football game and hang out with Lorna for a couple hours.
It's 26 and 30.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
For the 1-bedroom there. Boardwalk is still cheaper, 25 and 31, 28 and 33 at Saratoga, and 21 and 24 at the Value. That's so hard to beat, isn't it?
Yeah.
At Animal Kingdom. I don't know. I'm still very torn. I'm curious of anybody listening if they've stayed at a Value at Animal Kingdom.
I'm sure Bev should probably chime in, hit us up on social media and let us know, because she owns there, from what I understand.
So if you've stayed at a 1-bedroom Value, let me know. How I know, like the square footage is like 6 something.
That's a good room, is it not?
It's still pretty big. I just don't know if it's set up. There's only 1 bathroom, but that's how it was in the 1-bedroom on club level. It looked like a very similar layout to the club level 1-bedroom that I just stayed in. I don't know. Like I said, there's plenty of time to think about it. I got another 4 months before the 7-month window, and I can obviously change it up at that point, see what's available, play around with some numbers. It's just sometimes it's too good to be true, though.
I think I always like your first thought. I think this is probably the right decision. I mean, again, you can see what's available at the 7-month.
Yeah.
But I like this play.
Yeah, because I don't think there's any in the near future that we're gonna skip a year. Which obviously that gets you right back on track if you bank a full year.
Yeah, yep. That's the ultimate sacrifice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tough. It's a little easier for us because we could play at something else. But then you're still
going
paying
on a 6-month fast just to lose a few pounds, It's just torture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Very true. I don't know. I'll keep everyone posted as we get closer, and if we decide to change things up at the end of November, you'll be the first ones to know about it.
That is your 7-month, huh?
Yeah. Any other questions?
I have none.
You're leaning. You wouldn't necessarily do this, but you're thinking it's my best move.
Yeah, as
an advisor.
Yeah, as an advisor, I think it's the better move. But again, I like contemporary. I like Saratoga. I'd probably lean Saratoga contemporary split.
Yeah.
And then try to be good the following year. Maybe use a 2-year plan to get back into good shape. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. Because because I'm at like 200 points basically. So I'm down 60 overall for this use year for 2025. So I'm gonna be ahead 7, so I could be behind by like 30, and then I'm at like 230. So I'm in the same boat, 230 if I do it that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I could justify it. I could make the math work out in my favor if I need to.
We can always figure that out, can't we?
Yeah. And you know what? I could cut a day, 7 nights instead of 8 nights. That's not the end of the world.
Yep.
That saves you 30 points right there. To be continued, I guess. Let's put it on the back burner. But I'm glad it's nice having a very valuable reservation in your portfolio, though, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's strategically why you buy contracts.
Yes. Absolutely. Imagine going from club level to the value back-to-back trips, though.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
But I can't imagine it's bad. It's not like it's sewer.
It's a 1-bedroom in a deluxe. It's
right.
Not bad.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how bad it could be.
The problem is there's always better.
Of course.
Like, until you get to those bungalows and
cabins,
the cabins and the
3-bedroom
villas, yes, the president, like all the suites, yes. We're always aspiring to hit that next metrics.
And then once you do it, you're going to want to do it again.
Correct.
Because you're not going to stay in that cabin, that Copper Creek cabin, once and be satisfied.
There's no way, because now you're like, oh, how fun would it be if we had XYZ come and stay with us? Oh, that was fun. Now I want to invite. It's just.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great to have 2 right next to each other?
Yeah. Yeah, we were watching. We've gotten into Bora Bora now recently.
Oh, jeez.
And they have these. And I'll tell you what, Disney is so good for us because I get there's no sticker shock anymore.
Yeah.
We're looking at these bungalows of Bora Bora. I mean, this thing was like a house. It was insane. It had an infinity pool, and then it had the ocean, but it was like everything was like waist deep. So you're in an ocean that's green, and your kids can walk in it. And it was like, she said it was like $4,500 a night. I'm like, that's nothing, comparatively speaking.
That seems like a lot to me.
Oh yeah, but what's a suite at Disney go for? Like, this thing is, when you look at what $4,500 at Disney gets you and what $45 gets you at Bora Bora, it's night and day. It's not even close.
Oh, that's true.
And I'm saying, now, how fun would it be if Gary and Sarah stayed at the next cabin? Like, granted, you're not doing a 30-hour flight, or you had like 4 families. How fun would that be? We're all cooking and just sitting out on our hammocks overlooking the bay. I mean, it's just crazy.
You think they have Publix in Bora Bora? Go get some steaks.
Yeah, I mean, looking at how small that island is, I mean, they'd have to. They were doing one where the guy actually they canoed their room service breakfast in. How awesome is that? That
doesn't sound cheap.
Yeah.
I ordered over easy. These are scrambled. You gotta
bring
go
those
row back. Son of a gun. I swearing the whole time rowing back.
Oh, I love that stuff, Pards. I love it.
45. I'm thinking a week is $30,000. You stay there.
Yeah, there was this other one.
That's
it
insane.
was where did she stay? It was basically like The Living Seas, that restaurant.
Yeah.
The master bedroom was underwater.
Oh, that sounds terrifying. I don't think I would like that.
You wouldn't be able to do it, but then you can close the shades. So like they have a thing that closes off the entire bedroom.
Like, it's a cool idea, but I don't know if I could stay in it.
I agree. I thought I would have problems too, but anyways, this place was $50,000 a night, and it was a minimum of 4 nights. You got $200,000
to stay in this thing.
4 nights. Isn't that crazy?
And it's probably booked all year round. So
you can't get it. You can't get it, because everything you're gonna find, especially on like Disney Cruise, all the cruises, it's the most expensive and the cheapest that sell up. And it's probably the same with Disney. I bet the moderates are the easier ones. It's the values and the deluxes, because you have those 2 camps: people stretching and people who want to save, and people, Caribbean Beach, for another $75, I can stay at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, no, that's true. I agree with that. Anyways, all right, why don't you bring us home, Pards?
I'll bring us home. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at DVC Addicts. Email the show, info@addictedtodvc.com. And join our Facebook group, DVC Addicts. For my cousin and co-host Gary in Rhode Island, I'm Mike in Florida. Thanks for listening. We'll talk again next week.
Thank you for listening to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. We want to hear from you. Email us at info@addictedtodvc.com and follow us on all socials at DVC Addicts. We appreciate you being a part of our DVC community, and we'll see you again on our next episode. Thanks again for listening, and welcome home.